If you are on this video, that means you are wanting to learn the second part of the tutorial. The second part tutorial has several different videos because depending on what you want your design to be, that's the tutorial you'll choose. The first tutorial covers this part of the project, which is the top and bottom color and the count here and here. So that part you will have already completed. If you are watching this tutorial and you haven't done that, you need to go watch the first video and then come back to this design because we're working on the centerpiece. So this, we're going to do the label, and on this design it's going to be a little bit more complicated count than the other two that you've already seen. So while you're deciding on which template you want to use for the centerpiece, watch all the videos first and then choose. Now if you want each crayon to have a different centerpiece, then do that. It's your creation. These are just my suggestions, my ideas. You choose the design you want or create your own. But this is supposed to help you figure out what you want to do. So this one, as you can see here, let me cover it a little bit underneath so you can kind of see. You're going to have a row of 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to have 4 solid rows. The next row is going to be just 2. So you see 1, 2. But we're going to come over 1, 2, 3. So we're only going to come over 3. Then we're going to go up 2 rows, and this piece we're only going to do 2 squares. So if you're saying, what are you talking about? Okay, this is what I mean. This is going to be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these 4 rows are going to be 6. Okay? Now when we get to this next row here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3. See that? There's a little box. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to skip over and go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then when we get to this row, we're going to just go over it 1 and go all the way up. Well, might help if I was on the camera. There we go. Got to get used to this new design. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're going to have 1, 2. And then you're going to have all these little bitty ones. Then we're going to have 2. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. So the top part always mimics the bottom part. So once you've done the bottom part, the top part's the same. You just have to figure out the distance. Okay? So this is the part we're going to work on this time. So what you're going to do is you're going to flip it over. Always remember that when you're pulling your needle through, when you get to the end, do it slow. If you don't, it's going to come right out and you're going to have to redo it again. So we're going to pull it slow and we're going to pinch it and we're going to hold it. We've got to hold the canvas anyway, so pinching where our yarn is will help keep the yarn from coming back through. This is the back side. I am a little OCD, so I kind of like to keep it kind of neat so you can't really tell the front from the back. So now remember, we're going to do 6. We're going to do 4 rows of 6. So we're going to start where the color started. See where the color started right here? We're just going to go up 1 box above it. And we're going to do 4 rows. So that's 1. 2, 3, oops, sorry, and 4. Let me come out the angle a little bit this way. Okay. So now we've done 4 rows of 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So now we're going to do this section. There's only 2. There's 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. So you're going to come in through the same side, and we're going to go in 3. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to go in 3. And you're going to count 1, 2, 3. So you're going to go in through that hole and come out that hole. Then you're going to go up this side, and you're going to go 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to come up this side and go 1, 2, 3. So now we've done 2. See, there's our little gap. I don't know if you can see the gap. There we go. So there's our little gap. So remember, we have this little gap here. There's our little gap right there. Okay? And then we're going to do these little squigglies. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. So we're going to go up 7. So you're just going to stitch. Up 7. So this is 3. And since I already have the other templates done, you can cheat. So once you've done your first, let me do this real quick. So technically once you've done this first count, then you can just cheat on the next rows. But for this part, I'm counting so that you can see what we've done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? Now remember, these are 3. 1, 2, 3. So you're going to go in here, and you're going to do 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 3. And what I normally do is I go all the way up to the top and come back down. So it's whatever you prefer. So since I know these are going to be 4 rows of solid, I'm going to go ahead and finish them off and go back down the other side. It does help so that you don't have any crossover, and it looks cleaner from both sides. So now we've got our 4 done. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to come in 3. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to come in 3, and we're going to do 3 again. Because remember, there's only 2 of those. So there's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then remember, this row is going to be the 2, 1, 2. Those 2 only. And you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. And then we're going to finish the design. You can fast forward through this part if you'd like, because I do have to finish it off so that you can see what it will look like when it's done. So this one's a little bit more detail, and you don't have to use 4 rows of solid. If you want to do 2 at the top and 2 at the bottom to make this design a little bit longer or nicer or different, you can. So if you want to keep this same, if you like this pattern but you want to make it a little bit bigger, then just do 2 rows. 1 row here and here, and then just convert this up to here so it'll kind of look like that, but a bigger, okay? So this count does not have to always be 4. It can be 1 row. You can do 1 row in this design, or you can do 2 in this design. It's whatever you want. You be creative. When you're completed, you'll run it through the back side of your material, and then you'll cut it. And then you'll cut it, and then voila, you have completed your design. And now you can see. So that is the end of this tutorial. You can use any color that you want. You can do blue, brown, pink, purple, black, white, whatever label you want. I chose white because if you look at this design, the background is black. You can use the black, can be gray, brown, or a dark color, or it can be a light color. It's your choice. I chose black because I wanted the colors to pop. And then of course you'll just fill in. See the spaces that are empty? You're just going to fill it in with the black. Just like that. This design that you see here is the exact same design as you see here. And I want you to see the difference. See, on this one I only did 3 rows. This one I did 4. So if you want to make this part longer, use 3 rows or use 2 rows. But you can see the difference. If you want this part to be a little longer, you can do that. Like I said, just play with it. It's your design. It's your creativity. But this is what I came up with. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. That lets me know you really liked what you've seen and you want to see more. If you'll comment below if you have any questions or if you just wanted to tell me what you think of this design, I appreciate it. If you will subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're here, that means you probably already have subscribed. So thanks for watching. Love you. Bye.